街で見るいつもの新聞いつものテレビどこ行ってもすぐそこに心ハムスルーでどこ行ってもすぐそこに笑顔溢れてるいつだって Yeah 途方に暮れて迷っても君を待つ家の光いつだってラララララ
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the GameNight Podcast. We thank you for joining us once again, and as always, my name is Tyler, and I am here with a couple of my co-hosts, Danny,
What's up?
and for the second time in a row, Jordan.
Hey, what's going on?
So today we have a plethora of things to talk about, but Danny was just about to ask a question before we started the podcast, so I think we should just lead off with that. Oh, wait. Before that, we actually have an announcement. As of now, as of officially, we have a Game Night code for Rogue Energy. So ignore this sign. I'm going to change this. But now you can use code GameNight on Rogue Energy to get 10% off, and you will be supporting this channel directly. All the money will go directly back into this channel for videos, equipment, all that good stuff. So we would appreciate that. That will be the code in the description from now on. Some people I think are keeping their codes while others are getting rid of theirs. Not 100% sure yet, but the Game Night code is an option. So with all that being said, go ahead.
Woo!
The crowd goes wild.
Did you introduce Jordan?
Yeah. He was in the last
Oh.
episode. This is not the second one
No,
we've recorded.
I meant like I'm here with Danny and Jordan.
Yeah, because I said once again for the second time in a row.
Ah. We're good. Anyway, my question.
Yeah.
All right. So I was about to ask the boyos here before we started recording. We kind of got into a little question about duck-sized horses and horse-sized ducks, and I had a more serious question because you don't really see horse-sized ducks and duck-sized horses going outside. You might. I don't know where you live. But I was gonna ask the boys, like, if you had to fight one rodent, like people get like possums, people get like raccoons.
I don't think either of those are rodents. One's a marsupial and one's just a mammal.
Marsupial.
Possums are marsupials.
Well. If we're talking about marsupials, that still counts as your kangaroo.
Yeah, but you said rodent.
Well, what would you call those in? I don't know. You call like them some exterminating people who come kill them or some shit. I don't know what the fuck they do.
What?
They're pests.
That's a pest.
Okay, well, you want to fight a pest
Or vermin, I guess.
If
If you're talking about like
vermin,
you're talking like rodents. You're talking like rats, hamsters, chinchillas, beavers.
Capybara.
shit, I'd fight a hamster.
I'd fight a capybara because it's the biggest rodent.
Guinea
Capybara?
pigs, gophers. Yeah, capybaras. They put up a fight.
Yeah, they're like, what, 3 feet?
Let me see. They can get up to 150 pounds.
Yeah,
So-
it's like, it'd be like
The
fighting a
3.5
big
4.5
dog.
feet in length.
Like a big old dog. I'd
A
fight.
big old.
Except
Would you fight?
big ass front teeth.
So we talked about the other day too. We talked about what kind of animal from Australia you would fight, and you said kangaroo. Then you said that you and this kangaroo are gonna take over all of Australia.
Yeah, okay, so what I said was, first off, fighting, so you can box kangaroos. That's on my bucket list, 100%. I want to box a kangaroo. I think that'd be sick. But in this hypothetical situation, I would fight this kangaroo to death. I would kill it, take its Joey, adopt that Joey, teach that Joey how to fight other kangaroos, and then me and that Joey would just travel up and down the outback, just fucking boxing out kangaroos together. And it'd be pretty sick.
Would you? Here's a better question. Okay, would you name the Joey?
No.
First off, no. So it'd just be you and like
No emotional
kangaroo.
attachments.
Yeah.
No emotional attachment to this kangaroo.
I mean, it's a killer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, there's some supervillains that are killers, and they got names.
It's because their parents are dumb.
Yeah, but like people have to fear you too. Like, you guys are gonna be like the new dynamic duo of Australia.
No, I don't want people to fear us.
Like, you want people to be like, here comes that
No,
Mr.
I don't.
Cyberbully, and
I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want people to be like, oh, we could take them.
like you don't want to be a well-known kangaroo boxer
Yeah,
team.
because like if people are scared of us, then they won't fight us. And we can't just go around beating people up. We'll get arrested.
Are you guys gonna get trained by KSI?
No,
gonna be a
I
personal
think
trainer?
we're gonna get trained by other kangaroos, probably.
So it's gonna be like the
Gotta be
survival
one
of
with
the
the pack.
fittest.
What?
Is it going to be like the survival of the fittest? So, like, if your kangaroo somehow magically gets beaten by another kangaroo, do you, like, kick that kangaroo to the curb and take the sole champion?
Well, the fights are all to the death.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you lose, then you have no other choice but to pick a new kangaroo.
Well, I probably wouldn't pick another one. I think it'd be a one-time deal where I tried to train one. Otherwise, I'd just do it alone. Maybe try a different animal.
That makes sense.
So I was thinking about the possibility of getting like trained by kangaroos, and I was like, do kangaroos are they social groups? Apparently they are.
Yeah.
So they
hang out. They're
kind of
like deer.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I didn't know if they just like chilled by themselves or like what they did.
Nah, they got packs.
So you said if you would have to resort to switching to another animal, what would the other animal be?
Well, I mean, like another animal to train to help me fight
Yeah,
kangaroos.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And I'd probably pick
Do you think
like a
that'd be-
python or a boa constrictor.
I was going to say, if you had to pick an
Or
animal to,
some
like, go up against the
poisonous.
kangaroo, who would you pick?
I don't know, an elephant?
An elephant?
I don't
I'd watch an elephant kangaroo. I'd actually watch a giraffe kangaroo brawl.
I'll
Have
be-
you seen giraffes fight?
Yeah, they just swing their neck, but I
Yeah,
think
them
a kangaroo
bitches.
I think a kangaroo could easily just break a giraffe's neck as it swung it at it. I think it would just lean back on its tail and kick into the swing and just fucking
I don't know. They don't
Just
swing their
decapitate
heads
it
very
right there.
lightly.
Yeah, that's
How do they
no,
not get concussions? How
No.
do they not, like...
because they use their neck, they don't use their head.
I guess.
But
I'm sure
no,
one of
that's
them's
what
probably
I'm
swung
saying.
it and hit a rock or
Oh
some
yeah,
shit.
I bet they kill themselves all the time. But that's what I'm saying. If the giraffe
Fucking
swinging,
giraffe just drops down and then...
Well,
like the other giraffe's like, well...
yeah, but like if the giraffe swinging its neck hard and the kangaroo's kicking hard, I'm giving it to the kangaroo 10 out of 10 times.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I like how
That's fair.
this podcast went right, like we went in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you gotta give people what they want, right? As much entertainment as possible.
Only the finest of entertainment here on the Game Night channel. So speaking of questions that we need to be asked, we have a question for Jordan, remember?
Oh, yeah! Something I forgot to ask him in the first episode. So, Jordan, something we do on every episode of the podcast when we have a new person is we give them the same hypothetical situation. So, if you were in a food court with every fast food place, like, all across the country, and you had a card that let you get unlimited food, what would be your, like, ideal fast food meal? Calories don't count, nothing.
Calories don't count. It's like you know me.
Calories don't count, and you don't necessarily need to get like one thing of chicken, like one thing of like you could
You can get as
whatever the
much
fuck
as
you
you
want.
want.
As much as I want. Oh man, this is kind of difficult. I don't know. I'm gonna start off with.
It's a harder question.
I'm trying to think because there's just so many like fast food places, and I feel like there's a lot of places where I like restaurant food more than like fast food stuff that I would like pick over like if I had that option. But like obviously, as far as fast food goes, I'm gonna say I'm definitely so. Let's talk French fries.
Okay.
I mean, let's talk French fries.
So I'm pretty biased. I worked at Dairy Queen for like 6 years. Dairy Queen French fries are by far my favorite.
See,
I don't think I've
I don't know
had
why.
Dairy Queen French fries enough to like.
my thing
have an
about
opinion on it.
Dairy Queen is I feel like in the last like 2, 3, 4 years, the quality has greatly decreased.
100%. 100%. Like it's definitely decreased since I stopped working there, and I've noticed that. And like it's even from like the size of food to like quality, you know, different things. And they've taken away some items and like reintroduced some. But overall, like that's still probably my favorite fries. Like I only go to 2 Dairy Queens, and they're the ones I both worked at. So I was like, I refuse to go to any other ones if I have the choice. But then I'm gonna say probably Burger King onion rings.
Ooh,
Oh,
solid. Very solid.
If I'm doing like chicken nuggets, I'm doing Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
that's a pretty consistent.
What sauce?
I don't know. I don't really have a preference on sauce.
Fair enough.
Just kind of go
Surprise
with
me.
what I'm feeling.
Have them throw whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean honestly.
I feel that.
I don't. I'm very picky about my
So I'm trying to think of like the best burger.
McDonald's
to me.
honey mustard.
I feel like that's another thing that's gone down in quality a lot in the last couple of years. I feel like they used to have super bomb honey mustard. Now it's just like,
As far as burgers go, I think I'm gonna have to go with. This is hard because I feel like I haven't been to that many fast food places.
It's just whatever you
I don't know
like,
which-
man.
I know I don't know which one is my favorite.
Whatever tickles your fancy.
All right, fuck. We're gonna forget about the burger for now, but I'm gonna get a beefy 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm probably gonna snag a Frosty from Wendy's too, just because. Fuck it, why
Chocolate
not?
or vanilla?
Chocolate all day. Dude, I can't even like think of a burger place. I'm like,
You fuck with Burger King?
I do.
I like
BK
Burger
Stackers are probably my favorite.
King. I was gonna say I feel like Burger
One of my
King,
favorites.
like obviously it's in the name, I guess, but they do a good burger.
Or Arby's. There's this like some kind of like sub sandwich type thing, and it's like a 3 meat like roast beef like. It's got like
Kinda-
peppercorn bacon on it, something or another. It's like super delicious.
Kind
It's
of
probably
like
one of my favorite
French
sandwiches.
dip style,
Yeah,
but
that's
not
probably one of my
dippy.
favorite.
I fuck with that.
Because you gotta think like I'm in a smaller town. We don't have a lot of options around here, and I haven't been to that many fast food places.
That's fair. What about like a dessert item? You fuck with like Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell or like apple pie from McDonald's? Cheeky Hershey's pie slice from BK.
I'm probably gonna go with Dairy Queen Blizzard, honestly. Other like outside of like a Wendy's Frosty.
Yo,
But
Dairy Queen's
my-
brownie explosion thing. Banger.
I haven't had it. I've heard the frosted animal cookie that's out right now is really good. I almost had that the other day, but my go-to is always cookie dough and with Reese's peanut butter cups in it.
Fuck, bro. I want a goddamn ice cream. Anything ice cream, really. I don't think we have any.
That's unfortunate.
Whack.
Whack.
Whack. I hate it here.
And then probably like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. I think that covers all my bases for the most part.
Any pizzas?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Honestly, one of my favorites is... Oh, what is one of my favorites? I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like I have Domino's the most, but I don't think it's my favorite. I think Emo's pizza, just because I'm from around St. Louis, is probably one of my favorites. A lot of people don't care for it. It's like a thin crust style pizza, but it's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I'm going like meat lovers all day on a pizza. I'm not
hell
or like
yeah.
sometimes I'll fuck it up and get like a spinach and feta, but that's like normally if I'm like drunk probably is when I'm getting
Drunk.
I actually have a friend who like when we go out drinking and like we'll get pizza at the end of the night and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a spinach and feta pizza because nobody else is gonna eat it, and I'm like, joke's on you, motherfucker, I'm about to eat half of that bitch.
Joke's on you, I'll fucking choke that shit down.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty solid lineup. Pretty solid lineup of food.
That's the thing too, is like I know there's so many like different like fast food places that I have not been to that I'm like I want to go to and like try all these different things. I'm someone who's like, I used to be the pickiest eater growing up, and now I'm just like, yo, I'll try anything once. Yo. Like I used to eat straight fucking like frozen chicken nuggets and french fries and like little like Schwann's deep dish pizzas, and that's how I got so freaking fat. Because my parents didn't make me eat right.
Just get super fat until I'm a perfect circle, and then I'm gonna roll everywhere.
Dude, I was getting close. Honest to God.
So we spoke a little bit about it earlier. I don't actually remember if this was on the podcast or off of the podcast. I think it was off. But speaking of like food and flavors, ideal next Rogue flavors. You got any shouts for good flavors? We could maybe clip this part, Tanner, and send it over to the people at Rogue.
So they Rogue actually tweeted out like that tweet saying vote for the next flavor. Mm-hmm. I think across the board we all said orange creamsicle. I would love to see an orange creamsicle.
A GameNight branded orange creamsicle, I think.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Chef's kiss.
And like I think it's unique because like I don't think a lot of other like companies like that have that flavor.
I don't think any of the like main competing companies have that flavor.
Yeah, so like what I want to say is like that's a good.
And it's timing appropriate with the summer season coming up.
Summer season.
Let's say another one I'd like to see like alongside that with like the whole summer thing coming in. It's like a Hawaiian type like flavor.
Like a pineapple coconut.
Yeah, like a pineapple coconut, or like a tropical, some kind of like a little hint of coconut in there.
I could fuck with that.
Almost like a
Hear
like
me
a tropical
out.
island.
What about like a blueberry coconut?
That would be different, yeah. I mean, it'd be pretty good.
I'd be fucking with that. You ever had a blueberry pina colada?
I have.
It's my favorite kind of pina colada.
It's like when it comes to me for like Rogue and like energy drinks or like pre-workout and stuff like that, I go for flavor because I'm like, I want something that tastes good and I'm not having to choke down that's chalky or this and that. And I'm like, I've found like very few flavors that I'm like I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah. I also think as far as on the summer theme, like a bomb pop, I think that'd be a shout.
Bomb pop would be cool. I love bomb
like
pop.
Patriotic themed.
Yeah,
flavor.
Since they just released the motherfucking the camo shaker with the flag on it and everything.
Yep, that'd be good to go together. I need to pick up one of those actually. That's on my list.
That'd be a good go together. Yeah, I think
got a flag on my arm, so might as well get a flag.
Got a flag on my arm and on my shaker cup.
My other flavor that I wanted was lemon lime.
Lemon lime wouldn't be bad.
I feel like that'd be really good, especially mixed with Sprite. Oof.
Some like, I wouldn't mind like a cola flavored one.
Cola would be good.
What else would be good? What other Rogue flavors would bang? Because like not every flavor transfers to energy drink well. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. trying to think. It's not like fucking Doritos or like Lay's chips where you can fucking make
Oh,
all kinds of random flavors.
I want a pear flavor. I think that is super unique. I don't think anybody's done it, and really you can just make it an apple flavor and call it a pear flavor.
Right.
I don't think I've ever.
But a Fuji pear and apple would be a fucking banger flavor. That would be a banger flavor.
I think that would go really well together.
Yeah. And if you have any suggestions for flavors, just leave them in the comment below as well.
I feel like another popular one, cotton candy.
Yeah, I just feel like that ends up just tasting like sweet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want diabetes.
I wonder if they would even maybe like go as far as like a coffee type flavor, because I feel like there's certain energy products that like have done that before, and some of them aren't too bad.
Yeah, I was like,
But
I feel like that
it's a
one's
hard flavor to get down.
Yeah, I was like, it's a hit or miss. I feel
Yeah.
like you either nail it or you fuck it.
Right. And so like you look at something like this that comes in powder, then it's basically like instant powder coffee.
Yeah.
You know, at that point, which can be pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Because some
and
people
it's
like I enjoy the
essentially
flavor of
iced
coffee.
at that point.
Yeah, like I enjoy the flavor of coffee, where some people are like, "Oh, I need it for the caffeine." I'm like, I like the flavor of it.
I feel like their best bet to do something like that would be like introduce a new line, like Rogue Cafe or something like that, Cafe
Right.
Rogue, and do
And you
like a
could do different
vanilla,
flavors.
caramel, regular coffee flavor. Yeah.
Right.
So what line would you add this orange creamsicle to? Just regular Rogue Energy?
Well, I think from going forward, they should add every flavor to all three lines. I think that's the best bet, if at all possible. But if not possible and it can only be added to one line, yeah, I would say regular.
Okay, so here's the next question.
Ideally.
If you had to add a flavor to each one of the new lines, what would they be? They don't necessarily
Like a
need
flavor that already exists or like a new flavor?
a new flavor to each line.
I would add lemon lime to the extreme line. And actually, no, I think you should add something opposite to like high citrus to the extreme line since it already has the citrus. So maybe
Because high citrus that takes out orange creamsicle and that takes out lemon lime.
yeah. That wouldn't be a bad shout for a blueberry coconut, to be honest. I could fuck with that.
I feel like a pina colada extreme would be pretty cool.
Yeah, like a blueberry pina colada would bang. And for hydration, I'd say lemon lime.
Lemon lime.
Yeah, I think lemon lime would be really good for hydration. As far as extreme goes, I'd like to see like the tropical flavor added to that, honestly.
That'd be another shout.
Yeah. That also.
And like I haven't tried the Rogue Extreme yet, but that's gonna be one of the things I pick up because I'm like a big caffeine fiend. So like most of the pre-workouts and stuff I use are always 300 milligrams plus. So like that's not
Right up your
uncharted
alley.
territory. So like
Yeah.
I'm like I can dry scoop that shit and it may not even affect me. And they're like,
Yeah.
or I go take a nap afterwards. So that may be underlying health problems that I have. But
Yeah, I crashed pretty hard after I drank it, so
Yeah, so caffeine tolerance is obviously going to play a big part in that as well. And, you know, obviously, we don't practice what we preach, but stick to the 400 milligram allowance, viewers, especially if you're under 18.
definitely. And if you use it like daily or whatever, cycle off of it for
Yeah.
at least 2 weeks.
If you're in school or whatever, consider using the weekends to cycle off. I understand, like, you have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, which is inhuman. Well, you don't right now, but I
you
understand.
don't right now.
That's another thing too. So like getting up for high school, you have to be there like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
like for a while after I got out of high school, I was like, how did I used to do this all the time? I'm like, I don't remember ever being able to get up like that.
I could barely get up at 10 o'clock.
And then it was like that. Like I was getting up at like 10 a.m. like most days, and then like until I joined the military, I was like, yo, fuck this. Like, how did I ever get up like at 7 a.m.?
This.
But then they had me waking up at fucking 4 a.m., 3:30 in the morning, you know, all kinds of ridiculous times to do stuff. So now it's
what
whatever.
blows my mind is I used to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning, smoke weed, and then go sit in class.
Right. Like
that
so
was just my
last year
regular
of
life.
my last year of undergrad. So this was 4.5 years ago. I was getting up at 5 a.m., going to the gym, and then going to class afterwards because that was the only time I had to go to the gym. And now I'm like, I want to sleep in.
Yeah. I want to sleep literally as long as possible.
Like yesterday, I rolled out of bed at like 1 p.m. But that's also because there's not shit to do right now because
like
all
usually
this quarantine stuff.
I usually end up getting woken up before I wake up. Because I like to sleep with my windows open at night because it's really refreshing, but then I regret it during the day. Cause,
I do too, but then it gets too hot.
well, it's just loud.
Oh, see, opposite.
I know as soon as I move back to my dad's here in like a week or so, like every time I stay there now, I'm always up at like 6 a.m. Like my body just wakes up. So like I don't know if it's a better mattress that I have there or what. But also
probably
like
just like the muscle memory.
Yeah, and like he's also up pretty early, and I know he's not gonna let me sleep in.
Yeah.
So
that'll be good. Get a what's the fucking clock? The circadian clock or whatever.
yeah, sure. I don't know.
The internal clock.
Internal clock.
The vagina clock.
The
Gotcha.
clock.
Yeah.
A woman.
So, also on vagina clocks, sex robots. What's your guys' opinion of them?
It's like having owning one or having them exist.
Both.
Having them exist, I mean, honestly, I think that enhances masturbation by 200%. I cannot see them be relatively cheap.
No, they're not.
They're going to probably break the bank, so probably very few people will have one.
They're a couple grand, I think.
Owning one? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, so like that's the one thing
I would just kind of feel weird. Like I would do one. I just wouldn't feel very comfortable having it in my house. I don't think I would be able. I don't think I would be able to sleep soundly with that thing in my vicinity.
You wouldn't cuddle it afterwards?
What the fuck
No.
are you gonna do to this robot?
Hit it and quit it.
No, it's like one of those things. Like, yeah, it's cool, to see like the designs and like all these features that they have. Like, they're fucking insane. So like, if people have the money and they want to spend their money on them, like, go ahead by all means. But then you also have to look at the stigma too. So like, you think a guy buys a sex robot, uses it, oh, that's fucking disgusting. Why would you do that? You're a fucking animal. Blah blah. But a girl can go out and buy vibrators or whatever and do the same thing, and then it's like, oh, she's exploring her body and this and that. But like, that's a whole other slew of things. So as far as sex robots go, they're cool. You can have one. I personally would never buy one, but that's just me.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy one. If someone was like, "Yo, here,"
I have too much student debt to buy one in the first
What
place.
if someone gifted you one?
if someone gifted me one,
Would you use it?
yes.
I mean, yeah, I'd have to take it for a spin at least once. I'm not going to be rude. Like,
Okay, now I have a controversial topic associated with this that is why I actually added to the list. But I had to veil it with humor. And we can cut this if you guys want. But there's a company that's making sex robots that are basically like modeled after kids. So that if you're like a pedophile with pedophilic urges, you could use this instead. What do you think about that?
So
Honestly,
I'll let Danny speak on this one first because I've got different views on it because of my background.
I think like the thought is there.
Yeah.
The thought is there. Do I still see it as weird and wrong? Yes. But the thought is there. Like, they're thinking of, like... I don't know. That's kind of like...
Like, the intentions are in the right place.
The intentions are in the right place, exactly. Like, I don't see... Does it surprise me that it's a thing? No. That's like people making, like, sex robots for, like, with animals. Like, with dogs. Or people that are into, like, bestiality.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty similar
Like
similar
it's
situation.
They're trying to cater to everyone's like fancy. And
I think the idea though is that it's not necessarily the idea of catering to a pedophile as potentially saving a kid.
it's kind of here's my my correlation here. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the reason why e-cigarettes was invented.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like they were there so like people can like stay away from buying cigarettes and all this other shit, but it's still not. Is it really that much better for you?
I mean, yeah, the technology or the research isn't there just because they haven't existed long enough. But
Exactly, but like
something I do want to raise.
people
and I
still
think-
frown upon like that vaping and the e-cigarette stuff, but like it's so people can lean off of
yeah.
cigarettes.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't think people would be insanely open about it. But something I do want to bring up is obviously we mean no disrespect to anybody who may have suffered from anything involving this or had anybody close to them suffer from anything involving this. It's just something I read about recently that I wanted to talk about and get some opinions out and air some opinions of my own. And another thing I want to bring up is obviously I know a lot of people who end up committing like sexual crimes against minors don't do it because they're attracted to minors. They do it because of power reasons and because like obviously they can't fight back and they're just sexual deviants. And so this obviously wouldn't do anything for them really. This would be for people that are legitimate, like pedophiles, like are attracted to kids because they're kids, not because they have like a power fetish or anything like that.
Right. So, like, that's what I was going to bring up is there. So, like, a little bit of background on me. I don't think I explained a little bit, but I did work in a prison for about a year and a half, and a lot of the inmates I dealt with were sex offenders of all kinds. And, like, you can tell the difference in somebody who committed a sex crime and versus someone who committed, something involving pedophilia, because they will gladly tell you about it. Like, they're proud of that. Like, there's some that they are attracted to minors. And I think, like, a product like this could, greatly reduce the crime rate. But say someone who has it doesn't commit that crime, then all of a sudden it breaks or they're without it. They travel and all of a sudden they have that urge and then they just go off the deep end. So, like, I feel like it could
100%.
also worsen certain, like, single crimes. But, like, as far as, like, preventing it and, like, maybe, like, the recidivism rate, I think it could do some good things. But, like, it's a double-sided thing.
So like
well.
So like you're saying if they have it every day and then it's like they don't have it on a day that they have like an urge, like if they're traveling or something, you think that they'll like get set off.
Right. Yeah.
There's a higher chance for set off.
I can see that.
Yeah, because at that point, like, it's an addiction for them, and they'll do anything to get that fix.
Yeah, and I think it wouldn't it wouldn't be something that would be available to buy to the public. I think it's something to where like you have to go to sex therapy, and then like it's given to you as a preventative, because I think obviously if you just sell them, you open up the risk of people finding out they're into something they didn't know they were into.
Right, and it's like at that point, so like also, like one of those things, it's like if somebody's not a registered sex offender or like has committed a previous crime, it's like, do you, like, when they buy it, do you, like, keep a log of people who have bought it, like, report it? It becomes, like, one of those things. So it's, like, the same thing of, like,
Yeah,
you know,
that's why
with
I
all
feel
this
like
stuff with people going to the dispensaries, like, oh, yeah, you got to, like, put your name down, this and that.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to run it against this and that. So, like, there's so many, like, different,
I
like,
feel like it
legal
almost
implications.
needs to be prescribed.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's a crazy concept. It's just something that I saw that I was like, this is it's crazy that this exists in the real world. But yeah, I think obviously the intentions are good. I don't think they think they're gonna like become billionaires off the pedophile market because it's so
Right.
huge. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. If anybody knows any more about it in the comments, feel free to educate me, because I just read one article about it that was from last year. So I don't know any of the updates, if it went through, if it got like binned or anything like that. So if you guys know, please let me know.
Yeah, because that would have been definitely something I would like to read the article. Like last year, this time when I was still working at the prison, because that would be something like talking to my coworkers and people we deal with every day. Like that would be an interesting topic to bring up and discuss while at work.
Yeah, no, definitely, because I think obviously pedophile is just like a term that's been applied to anybody who gets charged with like a sexual offense with a minor.
Right.
But it's like, obviously it is a actual like mental condition that people get diagnosed with, that it's just like you're attracted to kids.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I feel like it's those people who are less likely to commit crimes. It's more so the you know, the people who just like they like the sociopaths, or the people who have like a power fetish. But you know, it's up in the air. Obviously there's like the statistic that most sexual crimes don't go reported and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
So who knows? But thanks for humoring me on a deeper topic. I know this is usually a comedy podcast, but you know, I want to keep you guys informed. You know, give you guys something to talk about at your parents' dinner parties to turn heads.
Thanksgiving.
Make you sound smart. You know,
A good. Hey, did you know? First date ideas.
When-
I probably personally wouldn't open up a first date with that, but you do you.
Yeah, I'd say this is like second, third date,
Yeah,
date
you
type
know.
stuff. After you fuck, you could bring up the kid sex robots.
What's your guys' like best first date advice?
So I'd say it's definitely subjective on the person. But I'd say my best advice for someone going on a first date with someone that they like is, by this point you should probably know a little bit about them. So really just play to the person. You know, if you know some of their friends, maybe talk to them, get some advice on what they like, and you know, play to your strong suits. If you have a friend that works at a restaurant that can hook you up with a dope table, play to that. You know, use your advantages. And overall, just, you know, the cliche advice: be yourself. Don't set unreal expectations. Don't go in there with expectations. You know, if this is a date, then you should like this person. Like, I'd say if you're just looking to have sex, there's plenty of people out there that are also looking to just have sex. If you're trying to romance somebody, then, you know, set your intentions. Make sure all that's clear.
Thanks, Dad.
That
Right.
would be my advice.
Yeah, so like I definitely agree with like playing to the person, so like using your resources. So like if you know a little bit about this person, like for example, like you met through somebody, you guys have a mutual friend, you know, ask them how they met that person, and then it just keep the engaging conversations going. Like you ask one question, like try to get them to talk, like especially as a guy, like we always try to get girls to talk and like open up, and like so you can find out more details about them and get to know them a little bit, because not everybody's gonna like come out and be like, yo, so this one time in like 7th grade I wrote a book report on Star Wars. Like I'm not coming out on a first date and saying that, even though I'm wearing a Baby Yoda shirt. So I mean, you guys could have guessed it, but
Yo, wait, they released this Baby Yoda Build-A-Bear. Did you see that?
I saw that.
I am definitely I don't know about you guys, but I am building that thing.
I'm definitely
And it's gonna be sitting up on my shelf. They also have like a Baby Yoda like kind of like plush, not really plush, but it's like a life-size Baby Yoda, and he looks really cute and realistic. But I gotta get this Build-A-Bear because, sorry, that's just sidetrack. Anyway, continue with the first date idea.
And then I definitely say the other thing is just to be open, because you never know like what you're gonna hear from somebody or like how a date goes. Because I mean, you could just like straight up not even have like anything in common with this person. So like at least try to like make it through the date, make it enjoyable for the both of you.
Yeah, it was like, if a date's dead, like just, you know, take that opportunity, have a good night, enjoy the other person's company as a friend, and then part ways. And who knows, you might just get a friend out of it, and that's not a bad thing either. Like, I've had plenty of experiences with girls in the last like year or two where it's like, you know, we've had an encounter, we've like hung out or whatever, and you know, it didn't really feel right or whatever, but we still hang out because it's like they're cool people. It's just it wasn't in that way.
Your gut will tell you everything you need to know.
I would disagree with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't have strong gut feelings?
Well, no, I have strong gut feelings, but I also think that that's not good advice. I think following your gut's how a lot of people get cheated on, and you know, probably use your brain, think about what you're doing and who it affects. You know, just be smart. Read clues. If she doesn't ask for a picture,
I thought you were gonna say read a book.
Read a book too. If she doesn't ask for a picture of your dick, don't send one.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Think smart.
Think
Get
with
smart.
Think with your other head, not your.
Think with the one with the brain in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my my first date advice, at least. And obviously you're gonna know the person better than we would, so play to them.
What if it's a person you never met? Same thing?
I personally wouldn't recommend going on a date with someone without talking to them quite a bit first. I'd say get at least a week or two of casual conversation in, just because, like, you know, they may bring something up that is a huge turnoff for you, and you're just instantly done, and it's better to figure that out before you go on a date rather than after or during. I'd say, you know, take your time, get to know someone a little bit.
That's
No
the other
rush.
thing too. Like you can do like blind dates and stuff like that, and blind dates are fun. And then that's when you get the opportunity to where it's like, okay, well, I get to go out to dinner or whatever. This person, I have no idea like anything about them. So then you can just be. I feel like it's easier to be more comfortable. Like if I know somebody and like they're expecting certain things or this and that, and I'm like, you know, itching to impress them, like it makes me a little bit nervous. But like if I go in with somebody, like, I have no idea who they are, I can just ask the most random questions and like just be playful and curious and try to open up conversation and just let it run. Like if it doesn't run, it doesn't run. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like that's I feel like that's a situation where it's like you either have really big hits or really big misses.
Mm-hmm.
It's either like it's a really good time or it's really awkward.
Be
Fair.
that way.
Oh, I just sneezed twice.
Bless you.
Thank you. I sneezed in my fucking arm.
He doesn't have corona.
Thank you for preventing the spread of COVID-19
Yeah.
in your own household.
I'm on it. Oh. Speaking of COVID-19, I'm really sad festivals are canceled for this season.
Just about everything is. So
I was really, really excited to go to some festivals this summer, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
I was gonna go with you, remember?
I know. It was going to be a good summer, bro. But, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. However, it does look like things are slowly opening up, and I'd say it's safe to say by the end of the summer, things should be relatively back to normal. To the point where I think we could probably plan a squad meetup for the August-ish time period. So, you guys, Jordan, I feel like this is an important question to ask you. You don't really know what's going to be going on with you in August?
I have absolutely no idea.
Is travel a possibility?
Oh yeah, I should definitely be able to travel.
For like a weekend or a long weekend?
Yeah. So like as far as August goes, like August is probably when I'm gonna find out most of my stuff. But like as far as the month in general, like I'm still probably gonna be clear through the end of this year. So like I'm safe to do whatever.
Solid. Danny?
Oh, I'm good. I got nothing but work and I can get off.
Awesome. And do you guys where do you guys think we should go? Is the question.
Honestly, like I'm kind of upset because I really wanted to do a con for this year, of some sort. A con for this year.
Yeah, that would be sick, but
again, I don't think that with them
yeah,
canceling
like,
festivals and everything.
We'd go
and
to,
I already know like Comic-Con's canceled and like the Star Wars. The fuck is it called? The Star Wars con is canceled too.
Yeah, no, I think
so I wouldn't be like I would really want to do a TwitchCon. Like I think that'd be like dope.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait till fall for that late.
But
fall.
I also think it'd be cool if we all went to a city that we never been to.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm a big fan of exploring, and I mean it's pretty easy to reach out and find resources on things to do and ideas to do.
None of us have been to.
So
yeah,
I'm trying to think. What's like a big city I haven't really... You guys ever been to New Orleans?
I've not.
I've never been. I've always wanted to go.
Never been in New Orleans.
So my friends and I like talked about going for Mardi Gras next year.
I feel like that'd be a shout for a dope place to do a squad meetup. Also, plenty of haunted places to shoot the video.
I was gonna say that, or like somewhere in Texas, possibly, like Dallas or.
I wouldn't mind fucking around with like Austin or Dallas or
Houston.
Houston.
What about have you guys been to Philly?
Not.
I have, but not as an adult.
Oh, so you haven't really gotten to explore it yourself.
Yeah.
Because I've never been to
I feel
Philly.
like it's
I would want to go to
kinda-
Philly.
It's kind of not a very nice city, though, right? Like, it's kind of a shit city.
I think in some areas, yeah, but I mean that's like almost every major city for the most part.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say like I went to Denver like 2 months ago, but everything closed down literally the day after we got there. So other than hiking, like I didn't get to experience anything.
But
What about Seattle?
I've never been to Seattle.
I haven't either.
And that's relatively close. That
It's close for Jet. He could drive.
He could drive. He's probably been there, but still, it'd be good for him because like if he can't get away from his family for that long.
Yeah, it was like he could literally
Let me call him
drive
and ask
back and meet us back.
Because isn't like Portland and Seattle like?
It's 4.5 hours or some shit away.
I'm gonna make that a point in every podcast where I just call somebody random to like answer a question.
Who are you gonna call now?
I was gonna call Jet and ask if he's ever been to Seattle.
Oh,
Do it.
But no, I think Seattle would be a shout. New
I
Orleans
think that'd
would
be
a
cool
shout.
because we could go see the Space Needle and shit, and there's
Tons of vlog material, and
yeah.
I'm sure there's like
I just think like
escape
the
rooms
city
and shit we
Seattle
could
too,
film.
like the views too from Seattle are really nice.
Hopefully he
Yeah,
answers.
and it's warm, so we could go to the beach.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
So random question for you. We're recording the podcast. Have you ever been to Seattle?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's where we're trying to figure out places we have never been to.
For a squad
Yep, I
meetup
have been
this
there.
summer.
Yeah. So we're trying to figure out stuff for a squad meetup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Seattle's dope, though.
Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
is all I needed to know. Thank you, man.
Also, ask.
Yeah, no worries.
ask
All right. See you, buddy.
okay.
But
All right. See.
He was
He'll
probably
answer
like,
my
"Why
phone
is
calls
Jordan
under,
calling me
like-
at 9:00 at night?"
That's what I do.
He answered though. He
I
answered.
almost. Yeah, I know. Danny didn't answer me earlier. I almost FaceTimed
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah, no, I was walking out of Walmart.
Oh, good.
But yeah, no, I think Seattle's a pretty big shout.
Yeah, I don't know. We can talk to him later about like how many times he's been there, like how well he knows the area and stuff too.
Yeah, because I do like the idea of just going and getting lost somewhere. I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Just go get a hotel in like the middle of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope.
Airbnbs
I'd
are a
be
big
fucking
shout.
down.
too,
We gotta
I mean.
try and get Tanner there too.
Yeah, no, definitely we need to enter there. Although it would be kind of nice to have a squad meetup where everyone's 21 and we could like go to clubs and stuff.
That's definitely Vegas.
Well, yeah, but that's like years away.
That's a year away.
I
Well, Tanner's
a year
19,
and,
so, like, he's got-
Yeah, it was like a year and most of a year.
I don't know when his birthday is.
July.
August.
July, so yeah.
July. Anthony and Tanner in July, and Astro and Gage are in August.
So yeah, it's like a year and a quarter. I don't know. Yeah, I was like, if he can make it out, then I'm definitely down. But you know.
Yeah, or
I'm
even
just
like we
saying.
could go somewhere closer to him. Like I don't know if you guys have been to Cincinnati.
No.
I went there when I was
Cincinnati.
I went there when I was a kid, but that was about it.
It would
So.
be kind of cool to be somewhere with a beach, though, since it is going to be summer.
True.
Why don't we
true.
go to Mexico?
I'm good.
You just got to go to the good places in Mexico.
Yeah, no, I'm good, fam. My
Like
mouth's
Cancun.
too loud. I can't go somewhere with a cartel.
To get fucked up by the cartel.
Canada?
Fuck. You ever been to a Canadian strip club?
I
No,
can't say I have.
It's pretty sick.
because I mean, I wouldn't be against going to like Toronto.
I wouldn't be against it. I don't know.
And Toronto's a
You
pretty
have to,
nice
like,
city.
Make sure everybody has passports and stuff, though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I actually don't even have a passport. Like it would be fairly easy for me to get one, but like I don't have one.
Yeah.
Need to get one because then I could just book a flight and leave, and then my mom will
New
just
York would
randomly
be
call
sick.
me.
I know.
Why are you in
I know.
London? I don't know, Mom. I just felt like it.
I don't know, man. Flights are cheap right now.
Like the first time whenever I drove to see Tyler, my mom calls me and she goes, "Why are you in Iowa?" And I was like, "Did I forget to tell you?" Like,
I'm seeing a friend.
You know what would be cool?
What?
We should aim to do a squad meetup in every state.
Nah, there's a lot of lame states.
yeah,
So it won't be lame if we're all there.
I guess, but I would rather do like 14 squad meetups in New York than most of the East Coast.
yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, New York's not a shout. That's not too terribly far from Tanner.
And
I
I,
mean-
have family in New York.
I know, like some of us have been there before, but still, it's
I-
a big city.
I
We
could
go
hit up my
somewhere
aunt and be
get
like,
lost.
"Yo, can me and a bunch of friends stay in your basement?"
No. No. We go get a fucking real nice suite. Then we bring hookers back to it.
It's like I don't know where
You mean nice
Tanner's
girls.
at in Ohio right now. Whether he's closest to like Columbus or Cincinnati or Cleveland.
I'd assume he's whatever side Kentucky's close to.
That's like Cincinnati side.
I think that's where we were gonna fly him out of. for the Arizona trip. So I think that's probably.
Oh, yeah, I guess Ohio is really not that far from New York. Holy shit.
It's really not.
Yeah, from like the base of it. Well, I guess that makes fucking Illinois not that far.
Yeah.
That's weird. I never realized I was that close to New York, I guess.
Yeah, about 10 hours from the, like, eastern point of Illinois. But
If you guys have any city you want to see the gang meet up in, leave it down in the comments below. We'll take it into consideration.
If you're an assassin and want to kill us, you just tell me where you live. I'll come there. I'll kill you first.
Oh, yeah, I could easily drive there in a day. No problem.
To New York?
I mean, I drove
it's
to
like
New
from
York
where I'm
in a
at
day
to New
from
York City, it's
Iowa.
15 hours.
Oh, it's a
Makes sense.
6-hour flight
I'd
from
probably
here.
get there. Yeah, I mean,
It's
I'd
like
probably
20
drive there in
hours.
14.
But also tolls, which take up a fuck ton of time.
You're absolutely right. Tolls are weird. Especially if you've never been on them before, you're like,
You know the fastest toll?
What?
Arizona to California.
Is it just one toll?
It's one toll, but it's literally like 9 times out of 10 they tell you just to drive through.
Wild.
see, the ones
It's
up by
so
Chicago are
fast.
all like automated, so it's like, oh, hey, put this money in, we just, the thing races up.
Yeah, that's how most of the ones on the way to New York are. Until you're in like the middle of nowhere, then it's like actual people. Then it's like actual people. But yeah, there's a lot of cool cities we could go to. I think there's tons we could go to. But we can talk about that. Talk about that more, and obviously we got to think about like video ideas we can do there and what we can capitalize on the most for content. Cause bang out that banger content while we're all together.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
Live
absolutely.
videos,
podcast with all of us there.
Yeah, we will get live podcasts. We'll try to get creators. We'll try to get creators of our size in that area to come on, be live guests. We will capitalize on our time heavily.
I'll bring my laptop. We're probably gonna need like 2 laptops.
I was like, I might even just bring my PC, to be honest.
Oh,
say,
damn,
yeah, like,
whole ass
Just
PC.
pack it up real nice.
My new laptop now, like I got a Microsoft Surface 3, so it's
Yeah,
fairly
like
good. It's
I'll
very
bring my mic
powerful.
and shit, but like
I
bring
can
my
literally-
laptop, but it's not
so-
it's not the best.
That's one good thing
Takes
about
one.
me flying and being military is literally just about any fucking airline I can check bags for free, at least 1 or 2.
I might even buy just one of those like $400 compact PCs, and we can just like hook it up to a TV.
That'd be dope.
That way we can run a podcast from there effectively. Well, we are rounding out this episode, but I do have one more question for you gentlemen this fine evening. So, hypothetically, in 1v1 with no rest time in between, how many 80-year-olds do you think you could fight? So it's gauntlet style 1v1.
No
As
weapons,
soon-
just fists.
No weapons, just fists.
I feel like I could go through quite a few.
I
mean,
also
the
feel
ones
like
with
I could-
Alzheimer's are like the worst, because, I mean, they'll just smack the shit out of you. Like, I've had ex-girlfriends working in, like, nursing homes, and they're, like, come home and they're, like, have, like, bruises and shit. And I'm
But
like,
I
what the
mean,
fuck
like
happened?
they're not allowed to just beat the shit out of them. Like
No.
you can go full force and just kick this old person into dust.
Yeah, like, they're pretty brittle, so, I mean, like, I feel like
That's what I'm
bones
saying.
are going
and
to
I
be
feel like
broken
it
pretty
doesn't,
easily.
it doesn't take much to immobilize one.
Right. I don't know, I think I could probably
So-
go through...
I feel like exhaustion's gonna be the bigger hitter.
Yeah.
Than the actual.
I could probably go through, like, 15 or 20 before I started getting tired, I guess.
That's fair.
I was gonna say
guess so.
20. I work with a lot of old people. It would be a nice, a nice form of therapy for me. It'd be therapeutic.
But, like, also if it's a life or death, like, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah. I'm saying you can like tap out at any point and be like, okay, I'm done.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling like 100.
Like 100?
Yeah. And I feel like I could kind of just like get into a semi-sitting position and just kind of like kick them as they walk up.
Right. Sweep their legs, something. I don't know. You could just push them. You could probably push some of them over and they're going to be
and
done.
It's like as long as it's one-on-one, they either rush me and get kicked or they sit there and I get a recharge and then effectively I can just go back to fighting normally.
There you go, everybody. Hide your grandparents.
Yeah, if we're coming to your city, hide your grandparents. 'Cause
I will
I'm
kick
gonna
them.
fight 'em.
I feel
I'm
there's
gonna
got to be a
kick the
game
shit
online
out
somewhere
of
that
'em.
reflects this. Like I can enter my body weight and like my energy
Yeah.
level, and then just run me through waves of 80-year-olds.
Your
It's going to be a
calorie
BuzzFeed
consumption per
quiz.
day. How many-
We
based
can
on
we
your Starbucks
based on your
order, we can
Starbucks
tell
order, we
you
can guess how
how
many
many
grandparents you
80-year-olds.
can kick.
A lot.
I'm getting 4 shots of espresso.
How many old people you kick? A lot. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. We'd like to thank you guys again for watching. Obviously, if you're listening to the audio version, you heard the ad rolls beforehand, but I'd just like to remind everyone again that you can use code GameNight to get 10% off of Rogue Energy, any Rogue Energy product you so desire. If you want to tweet at Rogue Energy and tell them that they should do a Game Night branded orange creamsicle flavor, that would be super nice of you.
And if you do an order, let them know that we sent you.
Yeah, in the extra comments, you could just say that you're super loyal customers because of us. They should give us a reward,
Like a flavor.
like a flavor or a shaker or something.
Hey, a Game Night shaker wouldn't be bad either. Like even if
I
they,
wouldn't
even if they
mind
take the
that.
orange creamsicle, like if they take the orange creamsicle and don't make it like Game Night orange creamsicle, they just give it a Game Night
Just give us
shaker.
a shaker. I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with a
I'd
shaker
be
too.
okay with that. I saw my idea for a shaker.
Yeah,
Right.
But thank you guys so much for watching. We are going to get on out of here. If you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like, that thumbs up button. Go down to the comments and be sure to either give us your praise or berate us, whatever. Just give us those sweet, sweet, sweet interactions. But do you guys got anything else to say?
I do. To everyone watching,
I'll go ahead and say thank you. Well, I didn't know you weren't finished. My bad.
no, you're okay.
Danny
Now I'm
loves you
done.
all. Danny loves you all.
I gave our viewers a kiss right on the forehead.
Definitely thank you guys for watching. Definitely hit us up if you have any questions or topics that you want us to talk about. Hit me up specifically, too, if you guys ever want to talk workouts or supplements or anything, or even military decisions, because, I'm always open for discussion.
Yeah, actually, I think that would be a cool podcast idea for you to just kind of like sit down and talk about like your choices to join the military and the pros and cons and all that.
Absolutely.
That's
That'd be dope.
It's a podcast for another time, baby. We're gonna get on out of here. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great rest of your day, night, week, month, year, whatever. Hope to see you again soon, and we love you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.